Welcome back, everyone, into another NBA DFS video. My name is Polzin. Going to be breaking down this Thursday's slate, and it is one that's going to start off pretty fun, I think. So let's go ahead and get into it. Just a reminder, guys, hit the subscribe button. We are oh so close to getting to 6,000 subscribers, so be a part of that movement. But now let's go ahead and get into the top core plays for today. So right now, as it sits, just looking at the ownership and also the OF index. If we sort it by OF index, we can see Damian Lillard is going to be the top play on the board, and he's also kind of being treated that the same way ownership-wise. And if we sort by ownership, we can see he's going to be one of the highest owned players. And guys, I hate to say it, three of my favorite plays are going to be kind of chalky. Hopefully we get some injury news that kind of shifts the dynamic of the chalk for the slate, but as it sits right now, they are just the correct plays. So let's go ahead and start with Damian Lillard. So Lillard, the biggest appeal to him is going to be this matchup with the Sacramento Kings. It is a matchup that we want to be chasing. It's a game that's kind of going to be close. You know, Lillard's projected to get 37.5 minutes. The game over and under is going to be 241, which is going to be one of the highest, if not the highest, on the day. So that is going to be something that we are going to chase. We can see he has also been on a tear: 63, 59, 56, and 66 DK points. It's going to be the same for FanDuel as well. Now, this is so long ago, I don't really even care to bring it up. 40 fantasy points against Sacramento for his first game. Like, let's just not even care about that. That's so far ago. So why is the Utah kind of play sticking out? Well, Jordan Clarkson, Horton Tucker are going to be two pretty awesome plays, just given the fact that Colin Sexton is out. And obviously they're going to be without Westbrook, who was bought out. He is now going to play for the Clippers. He's already there. Saw some practice footage already. So with that, we know what to expect. The two players that get the most minutes are going to be Horton Tucker and Jordan Clarkson. And Jordan Clarkson averages 42 fantasy points per 36 with those players off the court, with Sexton off the court, with Beasley off the court, others as well that are no longer with the team. So he's looking like he's going to be a pretty standout play today. Now, sure, is he priced up to the point where you could think about fading him? I guess. You know, I do think we're going to be locking in around 35 fantasy points. But in this game, it's going to be a very appealing game. So if we look at that game, that's actually going to be the highest game, 241.5. And that's partially the reason as to why some people are going to be chasing that. And that's going to be why they're getting some ownership. I think it's the correct move. And so with that, Horton Tucker is going to be really just a play that I don't think we can ignore on either FanDuel or DraftKings. And this is going to be due to his multiple position eligibility. That is huge. Okay, especially on DraftKings where he's 4.8. That's going to be huge. But you can play him at shooting guard. You can play him at small forward. That's going to be big. And so he is someone that per 36 averages 37 fantasy points per 36. And the biggest question is he going to get those minutes? And so we'll go ahead and pull up his projection, 31 minutes. Okay, so maybe we're expecting 32 DK points or so. Last time we saw him, he had 37. He has kind of stepped up into a bigger role, a higher usage role as well, since they made all those trades. So he is someone that it kind of seems like they're investing in. I think he's a strong price point play. I think we're starting our builds out the correct way by starting out this way. And now getting into my next favorite play, it's going to be Jakob Poeltl. Just looking at it, guys, I feel like just GPP-wise, upside-wise, he's kind of my favorite play. Now, the issue with him is I still don't know if we can guarantee the minutes. Remember, that was the biggest issue with him when he was playing with the Spurs. Now he's since been traded. Zach Collins is actually a decent play for the Spurs because of that. But since he's been traded, we finally saw a game in which he got a lot of minutes, 37 minutes. And if that is going to be something that's consistently there, I do think we can expect maybe not 50 DK points, but could he go for 40 DK points at 5.9? Sure. Not a terrible matchup against the Pelicans as well. We do have him projected to get 25 minutes as well, which to me, if he gets 25 minutes, should be able to get 30 DK points, maybe in 35 DK points. And at 5.9, I would certainly take that. I think it's a strong price point play. It's a very good upside GPP play as well. And then I did mention the Spurs as well. This play is going to be dependent on Trey Jones, but he's currently doubtful, so I don't see why they would rush him back. Branham is going to be a good price point play, I would think. So once again, with the Spurs, it's like we can't really predict the minutes. Okay, so that's the biggest issue. But we can get a guy that could put up 39, 40, even 26 we would take at this price tag. If the minutes are there, he can easily go off and put up those points. He has been highly productive as well when he's been on the court. And that's because he's shooting the basketball a lot. 17, 15, 11, 14 shot attempts. Now, the issue I have is that in some of these games, it's been high percent shot-wise, and it's not sustainable. But if we can get a guy that's going to get 30 minutes, even on FanDuel, kind of cheap as well. That's just going to be appealing to me. And so we can play Matt shooting guard or point guard as well. That helps to alleviate some lineup stress as well. So let's go ahead and try to close out this build. Oh, and for what it's worth, guys, on FanDuel, to me, Lauri Markkanen is just a standout price point play. That is just simply too cheap. And I also like Sabonis at a much cheaper price tag as well. I'd probably be prioritizing them a little bit more on FanDuel. Obviously, Jordan Clarkson, much cheaper on FanDuel. Pretty much just a lock and load there. Should be a strong, safe upside play no matter what there. But let's look at DK value here just to see, any like potential power forward we could maybe put in there. And no, not really. Like Tobias Harris is casually popping up there. That's such a cheap price tag. Wow. And it is crazy how much his like role has been reduced. Oh, that's such a cheap price tag. I get it. I get why he's popping up there. Probably can't play it though. So another decent Utah potential value, and it's not like a lock and load, would be looking here. Like if he gets 30 minutes, what are we hoping for? 18 or so DK points. And I like the fact that we have multiple position eligibility. Don't mind that as a play. My biggest question coming off of the break is which center is going to get the most minutes? Because remember, they traded Mike Muscala. That's going to mean about 15 or so minutes per game are going to be gone. But Mike Muscala was a strong point per minute player. So is it going to be Robinson Earl who's finally back? Is it going to be Jalen Williams continuing to get some run? If one of these two players gets 30 minutes, and we'll go on and pull that up here real quick, that would be huge. And so we have Williams projected 22 and Robinson Earl 17. So if we get news that that's going to change, like that could be a strong value spot there for us today. But for now, I am kind of fine. I don't know if I should say fine. I'm okay chasing the Spurs a little bit value-wise. Hopefully they can keep it close. And maybe just go with Zach Collins, who, if he gets 30 minutes, he should be able to put up 30 DK points, which at 5.6, that's a very strong value play that we're getting. And so I think we can kind of see the toughest thing that we have today is the forward value that's out there. Sure, Horton Tucker, we know to play. John Contra is someone that's popping up. Tobias Harris, we could play. Sochan, I'd be fine if we knew he was going to play. We don't, though. Did we go with this? Sure. For now, I'll go with Matthias. I'm fine with that. And then Bogdanovich at 6.3. Just a strong price point play. Detroit should be able to keep it close against Orlando. So if he gets the minutes, he should be a strong price point play. But that is all for today's video. Just a reminder, guys, subscribe. We're trying to get to 6,000 subscribers. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give a like as well. If you guys want access to any of the tools that you saw in this video, make sure to click one of the links in the description below. That'll take you to the website. You can sign up there. And then make sure to be in the Discord before lock. The link to that's going to be in the description below as well. Chuck's going to be in there answering all your questions before lineup lock. And it's much more an individual focus type thing. He can answer all your questions there. All right. Thanks for watching. Let's have a good slate. And as always, good luck.